Hello everyone, welcome to Full Moon Movies. In the current wave of musical biopics, Better Man dares to be different, emotionally raw, visually surreal, and deeply personal. Directed by Michael Gracie, who gave us The Greatest Showman, the film tells the story of British pop icon Robbie Williams, not through traditional reenactment, but through metaphor, casting Robbie as a CGI chimpanzee. A controversial decision, yes, but also one that taps into the heart of how Robbie sees himself. From the start, Better Man signals is not aiming for realism, but emotional truth. Robbie's transformation into a performing monkey is not just a gimmick, it's a metaphor, one rooted in Williams' own words and psyche. Growing up in the public eye, rising to global fame, and battling inner demons, he often felt like a caged performer, paraded for entertainment but disconnected from self worth. The monkey image represents the loss of control, the masks we wear, and the chaos of fame. Now, this creative risk was not taken lightly. Both Robbie and Gracie approved the final cut, making this not just a film about Robbie, but a film by Robbie in spirit. The performance behind the metaphor is carried beautifully by Jono Davis, who plays the motion captured Robbie. Despite the surreal visual approach, his physicality and vocal nuance give us a fully realized human being underneath the fur and animation. You see the pain, joy, fear, and longing. Through scenes of isolation, breakdown, and moments of unexpected tenderness, Davies manages to humanize non human form, an impressive feat that only works because the film leans into the emotional core of Robbie's identity. Supporting roles including Steve Pemberton, Damon Harriman, and Alison Steadman offers grounding counterpoints to the surrealism. They play managers, family, and lovers who reflect the shifting perceptions Robbie has of those around him. Now, these performances help to chart his decline and comeback in a way that feels both stylized and sincere. Of course, the film has drawn its share of critique. Many viewers and critics question the choice of using a CGI chimpanzee instead of portraying Williams as a human being. Now, some felt the metaphor was distracting or absurd, especially in emotional scenes. But to be fair, it's not a choice that fits every audience's expectations of a musical biopic. But here's the counterpoint. Better Man is not trying to be the Bohemian Rhapsody or even Rocketman. Now, those films told their stories with human actors. Robbie's story, by contrast, is about feeling inhuman in his own life. So, the metaphor is the message. Now, this creative direction wasn't random. Gracie's vision took shape in the years after the success of stylized musical dramas like Joker Folie Deux and Damien Chazelle's La La Land, which redefined how musicals could be framed through character psychology and internal emotion. Now, inspired by the momentum and Robbie's own confessions about his emotional reality, Better Man was designed to blend theatrical spectacle with personal vulnerability. It's a musical told from inside out, where every visual metaphor points back to how Robbie felt rather than what he looked like on stage. The musical numbers are staged with flair but always serve the character arc. Reimaginings of hits like Angels, Let Me Entertain You, and Feel aren't just concert recreations, but they are emotional set pieces. One performance shows Robbie singing on a burning stage surrounded by screaming monkeys in tuxedos, a dreamlike metaphor of his own breakdown. It's absurd, yes, but heartbreakingly honest in its intention. It's Robbie Williams as he felt, not just as he looked. Now, the 4K Ultra HD Blu-ray release amplifies all this ambition. Now, the visuals are crisp, detailed, and richly saturated. From exaggerated backstage corridors to the saturated stage lights, every surreal environment in this picture are very immersive in 2160p. Dolby Vision and HDR brings out contrast in the darker, more intimate scenes, especially during mental health breakdowns and dream sequences. The Dolby Atmos track is just as impressive. Musical booms and cinematic depth and quieter dialogue moments feel close and raw. Now, there's also bonus features included in this package. Behind the scenes features on the motion capture process of water effects animation, commentary from director Michael Gracie and co-writers explaining the creative choices, deleted scenes including alternate concert sequences and extended dialogue. And of course, definitely a sit down interview with Robbie Williams discussing his emotional reaction to seeing himself portrayed this way. Now, whether you love the approach or struggle with it, what cannot be denied is the sincerity of this project. This isn't just a polished PR version of Robbie's life. This is Robbie Williams telling the world, this is how I really felt. I was a star on stage, but I often felt like a fraud inside. The film doesn't seek pity, but it offers perspective. So Better Man may not follow the familiar blueprint, but it creates something more vulnerable, more original. For a story that's already been told in media headlines and fan interviews, this version, strange as it seems, just might be the most honest of them all. If you are open to bold storytelling, emotional grounded visuals, and a unique lens on celebrity, then Better Man in 4K isn't just worth watching, it's worth understanding. Because somewhere beneath the fur, the flashing lights, and the songs is a man still figuring out what it means to be better. Now, this biopic is a must watch.